Just two trading sessions ago, we had the probability that SAVA stock will surpass 19.85 at 0.01%, and it has actually defied all of those odds, and it's currently printed the highs of around, it's currently at 20.25 dollars, and at some point printed 20.93 in this session of today, the 31st of July. So like I mentioned in that video, even within that very minute probability, that a lot can still happen, and that is what has turned out to be the case. Still has that short interest there, and we have the news. This news wasn't fresh; it was from yesterday. Early yesterday. It says the company will extend up to an additional 36 months each of the open label extension trials and its ongoing phase 2 and phase 3 clinical programs. All of these are associated with the randomized trial of simuflam in Alzheimer's disease. So yeah, that's it has continued to remain defiant. So last time we covered the stock, it was somewhere around here, and we were pointing out that we expected to pull back into the price channel. It has actually pulled back into the price channel. It pulled back. No, it hasn't actually. It has actually pulled back, but not. It has at some. Yes, as you can clearly see, it. Consolidated within the price channel in this session alone. As a matter of fact, it has come back into the price channel, but it was at higher prices. We projected that it was going to come in between 16 and 16.67 and 15.58. On this 4-hour chart, it didn't do that, but on the 1-hour chart, it did. On the 2-hour chart, rather, it did pull back as low as $15.07, 15.07. So as things stand right now, its strength is still much there, still very much. Market participants are willing to put their money into the stock and see what's going to come out of it. So this is a 1-minute chart, not exactly the closest you can see. You can come to what's going on right now live. So as things stand right now, we have that 20.93 here on this 1-minute chart. It's currently within its price channel. You can go either way. You can go up or down, but at the same time, it's also it is also within the sort of levels that another trend, another spike might occur. Usually when it comes back then and consolidates, then before you get another spike. But we can see the contraction is what it's trying to pull back in. It's trying to contract this spike, this 15% spike. As things stand right now. So what else can we see? We can just quickly have a look and see what the projections are saying. So this is that projection we had. Is it? Yeah, it is. Yes, 19.82 now. And then it was 19.85. It has since surpassed that on this 4-hour chart, and we haven't had any recalculation. Let's see what we have on the daily chart, whether there's anything we can see there. There are no projections, no upper projections. There's no upper projection. Rather, we have down projections, the same sort of projections we had earlier on. We expected to pull back in between 16.67 and 15.58. Yeah, okay, this time around is now 16 point I would say 16.39 and 13.49. What are the odds that will happen? It doesn't. The fact that I'm just saying that, I think it's pretty much arbitrary. There's no guarantee that this will happen. It may continue to hold up at this sort of levels, and maybe the Fibonacci projection might recalculate. But we can actually have a look at 3-hour chart and see we are hunting for ambitious projections. I mean, we've seen it sustain its strength over the last 2 trading sessions up till, we say over the last 1 full trading session and going into a second. So here there are no downward projections, but we have similar downward projections, 19.82, same as what we have on the 4-hour chart. So let's have a look at its 2-hour chart and see what we have. Yeah, we have an upper projection here. We have 21.17 is 1 on the 2-hour chart. Okay, let's have a look at the 1 hour chart and see whether we have anything. Okay, yeah, we have one. We have some here. We have 20.55, and above that we have 21.52. 24. It has already printed 20.55 already in this session. Okay, let's look at the 45-minute chart and see what we have. 21.64. 21.64. Are there any odds that we're going to see anything more ambitious than what we are looking at right now? 21.52. 21.52. Let's look at the 15-minute chart and see. Okay, here it has surpassed all of its upper projections. 10-minute, let's see. 20.85. Actually, it has printed higher prices. Okay, let's look at the 5-minute. Let's see what we have. 20.90. The sort of level is actually, we've seen it print those ones. So we're coming into the much more realistic, much more much recent projections, much recent very short-term charts. So 21.08 is what we have here. So I really don't think we can see there are no ambitious projections as it were, but it's in as much as it's holding up and remaining defiant. Buyers are remaining defiant. There's a lot of volume hasn't really crossed the tape as such. A lot of volumes haven't really crossed the tape. Let's see, 22.731 million shares. Not that it really matters that much. We can actually have a look and see whether it's one of the most active in this session. I'm gonna bet that it isn't. So I'm gonna bet that it's not one of the most active. Yes, most certainly not one of the most active. Not one of them at all. Yeah, not. So, but we have here on the 1-minute chart, extrapolation is indicating that weakness is going to set in. So let's return to the 4-hour chart. Okay, this is the 1-minute chart. It is just inching up slightly. Well, to some extent, you can say that the fact that a lot of shares are not being exchanged, it can be a good thing. So let's see. This is let's see level 2. Let's see what we are looking at here. So another thing, okay, yeah, I think actually the fact that we are dealing with only 2.8 million shares or thereabout, and we have a 16% gain, is probably a validation that it's quite volatile. It's quite volatile because if it's only a few shares that have this number of shares that have crossed the tape so far, and we have this sort of amount of gain, maybe some aggression might be there. It may be the stuff of aggressive trading, maybe. That is probably what we're looking at right now. But it's up for discussion and an analysis and if you like speculation. Yeah. So this is this is the 15-minute chart. Let's look at the we're looking at the 2-week chart and look at the 4-hour chart. So this is a 2-hour chart. Okay, so just slightly above its price channel. It's obviously this being the 4-hour chart, it hasn't printed again. So the last time it printed, it was at 20.93. Yeah. So yeah, buyers have just remained defiant, and they really want to squeeze out all of those short positions and squeeze the money out of the stock. So we don't have any projections. Yeah, there are projections, but $21 ounce of fraction. What are the probabilities that are going to get there? We we thought 19.85 wasn't going to happen. We thought, the probability that it was going to happen was, I mean, obviously saw that it was a very slim one, very very slim one, and it has defied it, and not just defying it in one session, in two sessions. This is the second session. It's let me see. This is the second session. Yesterday, it printed at 19.78. Okay, so it didn't actually. It was actually today that it defied it. So, but even at that, it still held up the gains of the 29th, Monday the 29th, and today it went on to defy that target, that resistance, and printed 20.93, and currently at $20.32 now. So it can continue to inch up. The good thing is that what am I talking about here? 20%. That means 20%. In other words, may have 20% from yesterday. Yeah. Well, it doesn't mean that well, yes, at some point did it decline yesterday 30. It actually didn't from this 4-hour chart. Yeah, if you at various times, did it really decline? Not really as such. Not really. I think it closed up. Where did it close? It closed lower. Closed not lower than what it was on 29th, but yeah, still very much higher than what it was on Monday the 29th. Closed at 16.64. So it actually closed. Continued to gain strength after that. Continued to gain strength, and today, I defied the odds. Okay. What are the odds that it will continue to defy the odds? I can't exactly. I don't exactly have that figure. But just have a look and see what you make of SAVA. And thank you very much for watching this video.